Hello everybody, welcome to Dragon Lagoon. My name is Dragan. I will be explaining how I build my koi pound. Excavator helps. After hole was done, I was doing bottom drain Rhino 2 with air line in it. Concrete everything in a place. You wanna be careful and be sure that this is in a level. My 4-inch pipe was going underground through the wall underneath the waterfall, which will be shown later on, to my greenhouse, to my filter. You want to be sure this is in a level, very important. And then in the meantime I was jumping back to my greenhouse. I framed this to concrete floor and start to build the greenhouse. In the meantime I sent the specs to the GC Tech Gary. Thanks so much for all help. He was figuring out the layout of my filter, and in the meantime I was jumping back and forth to different things. This is my bottom drain line coming in a greenhouse, and this is my disposal lane on the right. In the meantime, Mr. Gary from GC Tech was laying my filtration system. We was back and forth couple days, how to install everything, where to put UV, where to put aqua sleeves, and we have couple options, and we pick up best one for my Atomizer Plus Pro system. Big help from GC Tech and Mr. Gary. They explain everything and answer all my 1,000 questions. As my filter arrived, I stopped building greenhouse as my bead filter was huge, 10.0. Couldn't fit to the greenhouse, so I was waiting to install the bead filter first and then to finish my greenhouse later. In the meantime, I was jumping back and forth to different things. This bead filter, it's a 10.0 Aqua Nano, and it's a 10 boxes of media. What's a Aqua Nano media beads? Very small, but a lot of surface, about 1,000 square feet of surface in this bead filter for my media, for my bacteria to grow on. Anyways, we started to finish the greenhouse as we put the bead filter in. And then I was waiting for an electrician to come to install this big pump, 1.5 horsepower, 240 watts, hot wired with switch. Gary again from GC Tech guys make it easy. And then, oops, I figured out I don't have a lateral. So I ordered lateral, and when our lateral arrived, again, thanks to Gary and explanation, I installed this for 10 minutes. Very easy setup. You want to be sure which pipe goes in the bottom, which pipe goes in the top, screw it, and that's about it. I was doing all plumbing in the meantime as I was waiting for different deliveries. This is how everything's going to be sitting down, and in the meantime I was jumping to the bottom drain, covering the pipe with dirt. My buddy Chris Brock Carpenter gave me a bunch of leftover carpet. I love to do carpet underliner. I don't like that tiny underliner black stuff. This works for me. I always do double layer of carpet, never have a problem for years. Again, lateral comes in, and I installed that thanks to Gary from GC Tech. 10 minutes. And be sure guys, when you install this, to tape this top pipe. Very important. You don't want to have a beads coming into that pipe as you fill up the beads in your bead filter. Then 10 boxes of bead filters. After I taped the pipe, I put the beads inside. This system scared me to death, but it was very easy to do. Thanks to guys from GC Tech and Plate Koi, Derek and guys. You may see here beads, Alpha Nano, last technology, they just released them last year. And they work like a charm. Originally I was scared to death how I'm gonna do all this filtration and everything by myself, but again, thanks to Plate Koi and GC Tech guys, they makes it easy. They answer all my annoying questions. Here I was customizing my shelves in the greenhouse to hide what I needed and where I need them. Thanks to my buddy David Driver, he helped me a lot. I have a good friends. It's always good to pay forward, take care for the people, and people take care for you. This is my, like you may see, Mr. Gary makes it easy. 5 to 5, 3 to 3, 6 to 6. So it wasn't rocket science to connect all this and plumb it. This is my ugly waterfall, but everything's gonna be on the liner, so I work what's safe for me. Doesn't matter how it looks like, it's important it's working. Then, as in the middle of laying the liner, I have 7 days of rain, so I have a big mess. Rain, fill up the pound, and I have a couple places wall washed up. Needed to fix that. You want to be sure you don't have no void behind the liner. Water, it's a very powerful. It will buzz the liner if you have any empty spaces behind the liner. Very important. So as I drained the water and waited for everything to dry and fix these wash up walls, it was time for liner. Big piece, 30 by 40 feet. Thanks to Francesco and Jose, they come in and bring some employees, and we installed this liner for about 4 hours. It was no rush. Very important. You don't wanna, you gotta watch where you step, you gotta watch how you lay it down. Down on the road, once when you fill up everything with water, then that's where you fold the liner and tuck in everything. That's my favorite part of the job, as I swim in it all day long, making be sure the liner it's straight. As you fill up the water, you go from bottom up to the top edges. Glue the bottom Rhino 2 with this big ring. Silicone 100% work for me. And you want to be sure it's everything flat and nice and tidy. And before, when you screw the ring, you don't want to over tight the ring. You gotta be just right. It's very important. You don't want to have a problem with bottom drain down the road when you fill up the pound. So after checking everything, I start to fill up the pound, and this was my favorite part of the job, as it was in July, very hot summer days. This is thick laminate, rubber laminate. I use that to put underneath the liner and extra on the walls, just a double to be safe. This was very hard job, my favorite part. Filling up the water and tucking in the liner. Folding the liner, you want to be sure how you want to fold the liner. You got to think about your water flow in a finished pound, where water is going to go, and you want to overlap the liner and folds away from the water. You don't want water to hit the liner folds. You will have a lot of dirt stuck in it. Then I build a shelf for my bucket shower that I designed, and my buddy Pete from Manufacturing Metals built it for me. This is shelf, and my idea is to build modern style pound, and the bucket shower is going to be sitting in the top of my waterfall. You will see that down on the road. Again, just filling up the water, tucking in everything, and jumping back and forth, waterfall, plumbing, liner, water. This is my skimmer, old skimmer. It was pump inside, so I divert that to gravity flow. Take the pump out and cut the hole in the bottom. Run 2-inch line to my greenhouse. I close this hole and just cut one in the bottom. It was easy. And there we go. Here you may see my line coming into my greenhouse there, and going into one of my aqua sieves too. Again, back to plumbing, and like I said, I was jumping back and forth. This is my line coming behind the pound from my skimmer to my greenhouse. And then I installed the air line in a greenhouse with air pump, and that was tested. I have 2 valves, so when I open one valve, I stop the air in a pound. This is my bottom drain with check valve, and everything was working like a charm. Again, my favorite part of the job, go inside and be sure everything is tight and neat, and the folds are fold away from water flow. In that case, water don't bring it you in, dirt and stuff under the folds. Then I have a little green algae bloom, but I plant the UV and turn it on. 2 days, done. This is drain. When my pound fill up in the full, it goes straight out to my drain line, so I never can have overflowing the water over my pound. It was time for stepstones for 2 steps on my waterfall. My idea was to put the boulders on the side and flat rocks in the middle. You will see that down on the road. You want to be sure everything is in a level, especially these steps as water runs to them. And a lot of testing here and shoveling and leveling the stuff. Like I said, you want to be sure everything is in the level. My bucket shovel arrived in the meantime. I was testing that too as I was setting up the stepstones. And then I use flat rocks between the steps, and I still need to put the foam on, so a lot of work, but well worth it. I wanted to make it right. My media comes plate koi, of course. Derek and guys answer my 1,000 questions regarding everything. I live on the coast, so my bottom box will be filled up with oysters, and top 3 levers with ceramic media. For my bacteria, a lot of space to grow. I'm gonna use this bucket shower for purifying my water. I'm gonna take a break sometimes too. And then I was installing the plants. My koi eat everything, so all my plants is in the pots. I can have no plants in my pound. I have 60 kois and they are like the pigs. They will eat and tore up everything. Doesn't matter. I try all kinds of plants, canna, iris, ginger, lilies. Nope, they eat everything. So all my plants are in my pots. All right, I have 7 big boulders I was installing here thanks to Jose, friend of mine. He comes with excavator, makes it easy. We installed 3 boulders on the right side and 4 boulders on the left side. Excuse me. And it didn't take us too long. I have a vision where I wanted them, so I was a little persistent to make them in a certain size, in a certain way, to lay it flat. And it was a job, but my friend Jose makes it easy. Then I fill up rest of the boulders on the sides, and these 2 boulders are left to be continued. Anyways, I'm still learning these videos and stuff, so I apologize for glitches and stuff. I will get better, I promise. Hola, that will be my pound in a short lines. Try to make this video as short as possible for a long story behind it. Anyways, if you have any questions, please subscribe, like the video, ask. Make a comment, I will be answering everybody. Final project, you may check in another videos I post here, but anyways, I appreciate you, Ryan, asking how I build this, so there is a video to explain you and show to everybody else that's interested in it. Pound, a lot of work, a lot of thinking, you gotta make it idiot proof, but still work in progress. I gotta do capstones, as I mentioned before. That's the last thing that's left, and I will keep you posted, guys. I appreciate everybody, and I wish everybody have a great day with their fishes or ponds, whatever you guys have. And I'm really grateful for all this. Took me a lot of years of saving to extend my pound from 3,000 to 8,000 gallons, but it makes it possible. Big thanks to Gary and Derek and guys from Plate Koi. Big thanks to Gary, GC Tech. They all answer all my 1,000 questions, and they helped me big time to figure out all this out. I always recommended them. I buy all my products from them, and I will be posting their websites in my description of this video. Till next video, I wish everybody have a great day. Subscribe, like, share. Till next time, cheers. Big pozdrav, big hello from Wilmington, North Carolina. My name is Dragan and this is Dragan Lagoon. Cheers.